My name is Kathryn Murders, and I'm here to talk to you about mythical figures. For instance, I could claim to be the Grim Reaper. You would never know. My last name's Murders. I have the right to kill people because of my name. And everybody has to die sometimes, so you could suspect, but you would never really know, would you? So you can take that as any mythical creature could actually exist. For instance, I could claim to be this guy, Dracula. He was also known as Vlad the Impaler, but not a lot of people know that. And he was a real person. Everyone's like, oh, he never existed. Yes, he did. It was in the 1400s, and they claim that he died. But aren't in all the legends that they climb out of their grave and then they hide, and that you can't find them again unless they let you find them, so how would you know that they can't exist? I wouldn't know. And what's funny is that Dracula never actually killed anybody. He sent his little battle members to go and kill people like cattle. How the vampire thing started is that the rumor went around that he drank blood of his victims, which you can't really prove that, but you can't rule it out either. So, you never know. He could be Dracula, the blood-sucking vampire, but he couldn't at the same time. And there's also witches. Everybody knows that witches, they're fake. There's no magic at all. Don't we consider love magic? They could have came up with that. Yes. And there was tons of witch trials in the 1600s. Like in 1694, there was the Salem witch trials. And they were very important. But the way they tried to find the witches were very insubstantial and just kind of dumb. For instance, they had this witch cake. And the witch cake was where they took the urine of the person they thought was a witch, and they took raw meat, and they made a cake out of it, and then they fed it to a dog. And when the dog started eating the cake, the person who gave the urine started saying, ow, because they were getting hurt from the dog eating the cake, then they were a witch. And they found out that didn't work. And so they just kept doing things like that, and it just didn't work at all. It was pretty dumb. And then there's also leprechauns. Now I know you're all thinking, oh, that's the Irish legend, that's totally fake, there's no way that's true, but honestly, who has tried to go over the rainbow to get the pot of gold? I would suggest finding a unicorn to make the rainbow. Yeah. And also, if you did go over the rainbow, someone tried it, I doubt they did though, you'd have to be probably the smartest man to actually climb over the rainbow, but you'd also have to be the smartest man to find the pot of gold because leprechauns are known to be mischievous. They love their pot of gold. They don't want to just give it away because you climbed over a rainbow. So, that is the legend, and I think it could be true. And so you better look out, because you just might run into one someday. I mean, there's some you might not even know of, like that thing. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't look friendly. So you might want to be on the lookout, Don't go into any dark alleys and, you might run into that thing. It's not very pretty. And then there's dragons. And dragons are they're known all around the world, so there's actually scientists who believe now that they did exist. They're coming up with scientific evidence to prove that they did exist. Because they are known all throughout the world and for the longest time. Not just China, but in Europe and even in America, they were known since documentary happened. They're just a big legend. And I would rather not have them burn down my house, so you might want to have a fireproof house one day. And then there's the griffins. I personally love griffins, although I think if a griffin maybe picks you up one day, you'd probably pee your pants and wait for you to put you back on the ground. But I would love it. Look at it. It's cute. And it's a bird. It's pretty cute. And so you should just look out for them. You may run into one. They could exist. You can't really have evidence to say that they don't exist. Such as the vampires. They're all known to be mischievous. They're all known to be cunning. So you have to be smart about it. That is all I have to say.